Hello, hello, hello. It's Michael here. I'm your host, and I'm really happy to be with you today for this amazing new GLU session with Karen, with Mike, who is my co-host. Hello, Karen. How are you today?
Hello, Michael. I am doing great. And for everyone else that's out there, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you.
I don't know if people know you because maybe they missed the first episode. We are in the middle of a
Yeah.
series called Introduction to Copywriting, and last session was called The Art of Selling with Words. And I encourage everybody to go and see this first episode in which we present a little each other to you. What could you see in few words about you, Karen? Can you present to you to the audience?
Yes, I am Karen Allen. I'm here in Georgia in the USA. I'm with KD3 Digital. I'm a Groove Asia mentor and community manager. So that's my contribution back to Groove Asia. And like you and I, both Michael, both are mentors in the community. So if you have any questions, if you're in our Facebook community, which is facebook.com/groups/ Groove Asia CM, you can reach out to us, any one of us, and we will be able to assist you if you feel like you're getting stuck in any of the platforms or if you have a question, where there's plenty of people in there that be able to help you. So
Yeah,
that's me.
of course, Karen. We are all team of mentors and leaders of GrooveAsia community are dedicated to your success. If you are an entrepreneur, if you want to be an entrepreneur online, you know that you are not alone. Little words about me. My name is Michael Kaczerginski. I am French. I'm in France right now, in the Loire Valley region. All the time I can speak about my region. It's very famous because lots of tourists enjoy in France spending time in this region for the castles.
Mhm.
So next time you come in France, please call me, and we will find a way to meet each other. So
That's
we
right.
are in a big family here. You can comment this episode. So this episode, as I said, is inside the series Introduction to Copywriting, and the title of this session is a meaningful sales page part one. Why part one? Because we have so many things to present to you that we had to divide it in two sessions. I would like to thank Annie,
And
because
it's in the back.
Annie is a partner on the GrooveAsia community, and a leader, a mentor, and Annie is backstage to answer the questions you could have, and also to send to us the questions you will have. So don't hesitate to ask questions and to comment. If you are watching this episode live, please comment in the chat box and say hashtag live. And if you are watching us on replay, please do the same, but hashtag replay.
That's
So
right.
I think we said everything. Do you think we can begin, Karen?
Let's do that. Let's begin.
Let's do a little recap about the last session, because I think it's important for people to understand two frameworks we spoke about. It's audience framework and IDA framework. Can you present to us again these models, Karen?
Yes, we have the item model. Well, in the first part, before you start doing any kind of copywriting, you need to, one moment here.
I think we have a little echo, Karen. I don't know if you have your earbuds or thing like that. You can use
Is that better?
permitting. I don't know if the echo is still there. I think it's okay now.
Okay,
So
great. I had
let's
a little
go.
something going on with my
Let's go
computer.
with this recap with the audience framework. Can
Right,
you talk
right.
about that?
Yes. recap what we talked about last week with the introduction to copywriting, is that we were talked about before you start doing any copywriting at all, you need to do the research on your audience. You need to do a research on your audience to see who exactly you want to talk to, because when you're doing copywriting, you want to be very specific and you want to um, resonate with the people. So I got a little acronym here about the audience. So when you're doing research on your audience, these are some of the questions you need to answer. So A, you need to analyze. You need to know who they are. You need to understand. You need to what is their knowledge of the subject of what you're trying to sell, your product or service. D is for demographics. Are they you need to find their age, gender, education level. Get the demographics on your audience, on your target audience you're trying to create. And I is interest. Interest. Why are they visiting your site to begin with? You know, find the interest. So why they're doing that. E is the environment. Where will they be when they visit your site? Is it going to be on the home page? Is it going to be from a blog post, a link from an email that you send, or something like that? That's the E. In audience is for needs. What are their needs? And C, customize. We're going to be specific. We're going to know what their specific needs are, and then how the needs are going to be addressed. Okay, so that's how we're going to customize it. And then E is the expectations. What do you want their takeaway to be? What do you want them to learn when they read your copy? So when you're doing your research and you're trying to create that persona for your audience, these are the questions that need to be answered. And that gives you a good start off when you're writing your copy. Okay. And then
So, is it okay for this model, or do you have something to add concerning this audience model?
well, that audience model pretty much sums it up for me. When you're trying to do, like I said, when you try before you're writing the copy, you need to get a good idea of who your audience is. And these are some good questions to ask or to think about when you're trying to define who that person, because you want to be speaking to one particular person when you're making your persona. You don't want to be making it broad, like you're speaking to everybody from 17 to 65. You want to speak to one specific person. So when you're doing to making your persona, these are some good questions to ask to narrow that down.
The reason why we speak about this audience model again is because we think it's so important. You don't miss this important
Very important.
analysis, and you really need to do that before what we will speak in few minutes. And
Mhm.
the other model we spoke last time in the episode, The Art of Selling with Words.
Mhm.
It was the IDA model. And IDA model is also an acronym, Hey, with the four letters, Hey, I, D, A for action, I for interest, D for desire, and the last A for action. And so grab the attention is the first step of this model, means that you really need to grab the awareness of your prospect. And the second, you have to make them know that your offer exists. It's
Mhm.
really important. The second step is interest. You have to create the interest and to grab this interest from your the person who hear or see your argument. So make them be interested in your offer. The third step is desire. To grab this desire, I mean, to move this person from an interest to a burning desire of your product, of your offer. And the last one is action. Inspire action. Permit the people to decide and to buy your offer, and or to subscribe to what you want them to subscribe. So I think these two models are so important. You don't you really have to follow that, and you don't want to miss that. It's the first and the most important thing you can do before setting up your copywriting.
Right.
Let's move on the content. So, what are these 12 components of a meaningful sales page? So, we have 12. As I said, we will go deeper the first six of them, but of course, we are nice people. We will give to you the 12 components right now. But you know that next episode next week, every Friday, you will have so next time you will have the sixth last components. We won't be able we will not be able to go deeper today. So what are these 12 components for a meaningful sales page? Meaningful sales page, I mean, you understand that it's the fact that you don't want to be too cold. I mean, your arguments have to match with the profile of your customers, of your prospects. So
Right.
the first point of these 12 components is make the best promise you can. I love this component because it's so important. Make a promise. It's something that will permit you to define and develop this meaningful argumentation, as I just said. Uh, and we will speak about that promise deeper in few minutes. And let's talk about the other one, Karen.
Okay, so number two in our 12-step components of meaningful sales page is you need to resonate with your audience. And resonate is by making a deep connection with your audience. It will establish trust, knowing that you were once in their position. And you know what? And if you understand what I'm saying, put vibrate because we're talking about same energies here. So put vibrate in the comments so I know that you understand what I'm saying. And number
And
three.
and just and if you are okay with my point, promise, put promise in the chat box also, because I forget to ask you. So the third component is qualify yourself, that you can fulfill the promise. It's important. You have to qualify yourself. You have to don't be shy. Don't
Mhm.
be shy. Uh, this components qualify yourself mean that you will present who you are as a professional, and explain that you can deliver the promise that you have made previously. So if you think this component, qualify yourself, is important, please in the chat box write the word qualify.
Like five.
And the next step, Karen.
Yes. So step four, we're going to qualify your solution as relevant. We're going to make it be like your solution is the answer. You're going to address the main concerns of your potential customers and show how your solution is going to eliminate all of their problems. All of their problems. So where it's going to be the solution, solution, solution. Put solution in the comment box so you understand what I'm saying. So the next one, number five, Michael.
Number five is present the benefits of your solution. This component aims at explaining how your product will make your prospect life easier. So, how unique and convenient your solution is. So, you really have to present the benefits of your solution. We will speak about that, of course, deeper in few minutes. But if you think, as we think, that present the benefits is important, please write in the comment box the word benefits.
Great. And now, last point that we're going to be talking about today is breaking down your solution as comprehensively as possible. You're going to give more information detailing what the customer will receive when they possess the product. Now, some people are analytical and need more information to be reassured. So give details. give details. Put that in the comment box. And those are
Give,
the six.
yeah, give details. So, as I said, we are nice people. We don't want to leave you like that with the first six only. We will tell you what are the next, and we will speak deeper about that next week. So the next step, the number seven, is present the awesome added value of your offer. It's important because on the sales page, you need to make your prospect understand that your offer is a huge opportunity for them, and you have to prove that with tangible arguments, but also with intangible arguments. I mean, you have to give to explain that the value of your products can be both
Mhm.
tangible, intangible. We will speak more about that. But if you want to know, so we will speak about that next week. But if you're interested in presenting the added value of your offer, please write in the chat box the word value.
Value. Okay. And number eight, we're going to propose your offer as a must have gift. If you want to be convincing, offer your prospects a good deal. Make a discount, offer bonuses, allow your customers to get a good deal. So make it a gift and put gift in the comment box.
And number nine, you have to challenge your prospects, your clients. But let's speak about the prospects. When someone is reading your sales page, at the moment of the process, this person already know your arguments, the benefits, the details. This person know everything. But now you have to challenge this person to make a decision to say, okay, this product, this offer is nice for me. I want this. I will buy it, or I won't buy it. So
Mhm.
you have to challenge your audience to define what they want and what they can decide. So
Exactly.
if you think challenging your prospects is a nice advice, or if you want to know more about that, please write the word challenge in
Challenge.
the chat box. So,
Great. Now, number 10 is be brave and take the risk off of your potential customers' shoulders. You take on all of the risk. So, what you're going to do is be confident that your product is the answer to their problems. You're going to eliminate hesitation by offering an extended no risk guarantee, even a double risk guarantee. So, they will not have any risk to purchase your product. So, type in guarantee, GUARANTEE, in the comment box
if
if you
you
have a good
spell
offer.
if you spell it, yeah, of course it's clear, it's more clear now. People
That's
will do
right.
that. So
Guarantee. Number
uh,
11.
po- yeah, 11, you have to show that you are available and that you can answer all questions. People need to be reassured that you are, of course, a professional, that your offer is good for them. And the best way to convince these persons is to anticipate their question and to show them that you are available to answer their question, to speak with them. They need human contact, in this world. It's difficult to have human contacts. And of
Hmm.
course, it's important. This way, you will prove that you are a human, of course, and professional. And this kind of person that can, people would be able to count to count on. I don't know, rely on. So analytical people need details and will have questions. So you have to show them that you're available to answer this question. So if you think being available is important, if you want to know more, next week we will speak about that. Please write in the chat box the word available, AVA, available.
That's right. Available. And lastly, what we're going to be doing next week is the last point is you need to already consider your prospect as a premium customer. You know, show them a sample of what an awesome experience it is to be your customer by providing testimonies of real clients. Now, even if they're not a customer yet, they have to know that they can access a sample of that feel good motion, that benefits that you're promising that you're going to be providing. So premium, premium customers are what we're looking for. So premium in the comment box, please.
PREM.
You will. Got it.
All these steps, we just the 12 steps we just show you. We will speak about the first six deeper right now. But all these steps are important to permit you to define the arguments for a meaningful sales page. And I can guarantee you, I don't know how I would give this guarantee, but I guarantee you that you will see the results in terms of conversion, because you know that you will have traffic. There is two games. The first game is to have traffic on your sales page, and the second game is to have a good conversion rate that will retain people in this page and make them move to action to buy or subscribe your offer.
That's right.
So, of course, these components are important. Let's go deeper in the first components of a meaningful sales page. Make the best promise you can, resonate with your audience point of view, qualify yourself that you can fulfill the promise, qualify your solution as relevant, present the benefits of your solution, and break down your solution as comprehensively as possible. So, make the best promise you can. Karen, can you
Yes.
tell us what you think about this
Sure.
important component?
Sure. But before I get into that, I just want to say thank you, Fiona, for interacting with us today in the comment box. Really appreciate your support. So, we're going to go into making the best promise that you can. Now, when you make the best promise, you got to present your promise, a promise that you can deliver on, a promise that is achievable and can be fulfilled. Now, there are different kinds of promises that you can make. You can make a promise of progress. That means you're going to know more at the end of your of purchasing the product or using the product, becoming part of the membership. A promise of results, and that just shows that you can either sell more or you're going to see a difference, a transformation once you go through the program or purchase the product or service. And you have a promise of experience, that you'll have an awesome experience being in the program or having possession of the product or service that you are offering. So those are my what I think what the making the best promise that you can.
Okay, and um, I lost my notes. Okay, so what I can add something on this point. I
Hmm.
can say that defining the promise, as I said, is the first and the most important step. The, you have to define wisely, of course, the promise according to your the profile of your prospects. As you probably know, we speak about we can speak about buyer persona. It's a way to define the profile of your typical client. So remember the audience framework we spoke about for
Hmm.
doing your research and define this persona. If you do not define a good promise, you will have problem with your copywriting. So believe me, don't even think about copywriting with not defining before a very strong promise. And it's a part of the strategy. So if
Mhm.
if you want to set up a strategy, the promise is a core of that. We will see that in the next steps. Everything will turn around the promise. I mean, for instance, you will need to qualify yourself uh, co- according to your the promise, to qualify your offer. You cannot skip. You cannot skip the promise.
No,
Uh, and the
no.
also in next steps, you will see that um, you can put forward the benefits also according to the promise. So
Right.
it's
And I want to say
important.
about that promise too, also, Michael, is that promise is that attention in the idol model that's going to grab your audience. It's going to grab the reader. The promise is what's going to keep them reading down that sell page. Excuse me, going to keep them reading down that sales page. So this is all working together, all working together, and all makes for a excellent sales page. So,
I don't know if people who are watching us right now have something to a comment to say to do about this promise. Do you already have a promise? Did you know that you had to define a promise? I'm really curious about that. So even if you're not in live, even if you are watching us in replay, put that comments in the chat box, and we will look at that, and if we can, of course, we will be able to give you answers if you have questions.
mhm.
What could we say about that promise thing, Karen? I know that we can have a conversation right now, but if we don't have more to say, maybe we can go to the next step.
Let's go on to the next step. And number two is to resonate with your audience point of view.
Yeah, resonate with your audience is speaking to your audience, to speak to their brain at first, because they need arguments, concrete uh, arguments about what the product can bring as benefits, and
Mhm,
what are details, what are the features. So to their brain, you speak to their brain. But I think if you want to to have a good conversion rate, you have also to speak to their heart, to
mm,
their feeling. So to
right.
share your feeling, you need to be able to share a part of yourself that
Mhm,
naturally probably you won't give to everybody. But uh, in a sales page, people have to understand that you have a vibration.
mhm,
It's really, I'm really convinced that it can be I don't know what people will think about that, but I think we have a vibration. uh Everything depends of how you see life, but I mean, um feelings, your thoughts, your feelings, what
mhm,
your attitude, vi- there is a vibration, and people who vibrate the same as you on the same area, I mean, your thoughts, feelings,
mhm,
attitude, they will be able to be in connection with you deeply. So
mhm,
I think you have to find a way to create this vibration,
mhm,
and the best way to do that is to show your emotions, to show that you are sincere,
mhm,
to show sincere empathy, sympathy about their situation. So you will speak to their brain and also to their heart, showing that you want to connect with them. It's important because people won't guess that you are open-minded. You have
mhm,
to express that, and you will show that you are human. We all need human connections.
mhm,
It's important. We need to feel close with people we appreciate. We need hugs. So digital hugs, maybe. I don't know if we can
mhm,
do that. And the feeling to be welcome as we are. We need that, and we need to be understood. So in short, try to create that to vibrate, and it will permit your audience to vibrate or not. Maybe
Hmm.
people vibrate, and it's nice because when you are looking for clients, if you want your clients be happy, they need to be fully convinced. If people don't vibrate and they buy your products, they won't be successful with what you provide. I mean, they won't show what you do deeply. So
Hmm.
it's not the kind of clients you want. You want dedicated clients. So
Right.
uh, in short, it's better to be like that than to be seen as cold, distant, emotionless. So, what do you think, Karen, about this component
I
to resonate with your audience point of view?
Exactly. Resonate with your audience point of view. Like you were saying before, and like Fiona had pointed out, resonate to your audience and speak to their emotions. That's when you're speaking to the heart of your potential clients. And you can do this, you can speak to the heart by showing commonalities that you have with them. You can share that you can share with your audience. You can share that you have the same, speak about the same dreams and aspirations, the same distractions and challenges, the same struggles that you have with your audience that you'll be able to relate to, and you would know all of this because you have done your research from before you start writing any of this copy at all. So those are things that will not only show your audience that you want to help them, but also shows that you understand them. And it also will set you apart from a competitor who, like Michael, you were saying, who just trying to be cold and just trying to sell you something like, just buy my product. But when
Pushy.
you, right, when you speak with someone who understands you, even though the
Yeah.
products might be similar or the service might be similar, the memberships might be similar, programs might be similar, your audience or your potential customer is going to most likely go with you because you understand what they're going through. They can relate to you. They resonate with you. You are vibrating on the same level, giving off the same energy. And like minds attract. So
And
that's my
you will have a meaningful relation with these
right.
clients. It's important. So oh, maybe we can
Exactly.
go to the next step, but before saying that, Fiona is someone who is watching us right now, and she's commenting and giving lots of good comments. She said, let's see the last message. One of the last message: show you emotions, empathy, be authentic and real, connect with them as human. Yes,
Mhm.
it's very important, Fiona.
Mhm.
um, and you understood that it's important, and I'm really curious. So if people are watching this show on replay, please don't hesitate to ask Fiona, to comment and ask question. If we can give answers, we will do that in next hours, next days.
Right.
So let's go to the number three: qualify yourself that you can fulfill the promise.
Mhm. So you're going to qualify yourself, make sure that you know what you're talking about, pretty much. That you are worth that person that needs to be listened to. Present yourself, maybe your qualities, your experience, what you've done in the past. Tell who you are. Tell
Don't be
why you
shy.
don't be shy. Right. Don't be modest. Pat yourself on the back and let the world know. Tell why you are doing what you're doing. Why you're doing the service. I mean, why are you providing this service? Why you have created the membership. Um, those are the things you want to present in here. Introduce yourself, like I said before, and the company, and show that you are the right professional to honor the promise that you made. You know, so you're kind of
Yeah.
like showing your bragging on yourself a little bit, but you're want to put into your mind, like you say, not for to impress you, but to impress upon you that I'm the one that you need to speak with, that I'm the one that is qualified to train you in this area.
Yeah, it's true. I spoke about the fact that we have to speak to people with the heart, and when I say that, I was thinking also the best moment to speak with your heart to the heart of your audience is this moment, the moment when you
Hmm.
speak up you, your mission, why you do that, what you do, why you do that, what was the path, the experience you had, and people will recognize themselves, maybe a
Hmm.
part of themselves in what you went through. Your journey will make them vibrate an emotion, something like that. And I will add that we are speaking about copywriting and a meaningful sales page. Inside the sales page, you have to understand that you don't have to speak only about your product or service. You have to
Hmm.
speak about you, because people will buy also the person you are, and your
Right.
curriculum, your experience, your attitude. They buy everything
Hmm.
that it's not tangible. We will speak more about tangible next week,
Hmm.
tangible, intangible, but you there is something that you can measure. If you can
Right.
measure, you can say it's tangible. If you cannot measure it, or if it's difficult to measuring, your attitude is something that is intangible, but your attitude, your thoughts, your feelings is something that can make your audience vibrate on a certain uh, frequency, and
Hmm.
this and people will buy this frequency. They will buy you, and so please don't be shy. I think it's important.
I like what you were saying, Michael, that when people aren't not they're not buying just the product, but they're also purchasing you. They're purchasing the experience. They're purchasing the engagement that they have, the connection that they made with you also. Because I could see where you can also have the best product, but the person selling it having a bad attitude, would you purchase that product if you know that they're behind it? No, you won't. You just go to the next person. So that's a good point that you made. You're not only
They need
purchasing the product, you're purchasing the person who created it too.
they need to trust you,
Mhm.
and I will speak more about that. But I'm this kind of person who have to trust the people I work with. I not
Mhm.
only think about selling something or buying something. It's in all relationships I have.
Mhm.
I need this layer, important layer of trust. If this layer is not there, I cannot even hear, understand the arguments this person will give to
Right.
me.
Right.
I'm like that.
Right. Okay, so we're going to move on to qualify your solution as relevant. Qualify,
Yeah,
do you have
but
any
but
relevant
please,
solution?
people, if you're watching this right now, please comment and tell us what you think about qualify yourself,
Mhm.
because I think this it could be interesting to see the questions and the comments.
Mhm.
So next step, qualify your solution.
As
It
relevant.
as relevant. Yeah, you connect at first, you connect with someone. After that, you solve this person's problem. After that, you identified the what you think as the right solution for this person. So you present this solution, and you show that your product or service. You have to show that your products or service can deliver the promise you previously made. I mean, you made before at first. So it's important to understand that, of course, people will buy a part of you, but on the sales page, you have to present, again, qualify your offer as relevant. Um, we are not in the desire step. People just have to understand that your solution is relevant. It's the first step. And what can we add, Karen, on this point?
Sure. Well, when you're making your program and you're trying to, we make our programs in order to fill a gap, right? To begin with. And so when you're looking at ways to make your solution relevant, a good thing is to look at other programs or memberships and find out where their gaps are, and then do some comparative, um, do compare the two between your program and your competitor's program, and and show how your program fill the gaps. You know, you can emphasize the weakness on your competitors' programs and how your program addresses those weaknesses, how your program goes above and beyond, how your program is specific and unique. And and you can do that also by giving testimonials of people who have been through your program. And this would be a good way to give testimonies of find people who have been through your program or who have some positive words to say about working with you right here. They'll qualify your solution because they have been through it, they have done it, they've interacted with you, they've engaged with you, so what they know what you're all about. They know what the program's all about. And even though we say it, I mean, as the creator says it, we always look at the reviews. I mean, who doesn't look at reviews when we're shopping for things? You look at the reviews, and that's what testimonies are for, are the reviews. So you're qualifying your solution that way because you can have testimonies from other people, because you have filled in the gaps of comparative programs that are lacking. So those are the strengths, and strengths in qualifying your solution.
I think at this point of when you are presenting your product, you can have two different way of presenting it.
Mm-hmm.
Being pushy and salesy. I don't know how you say that. I mean, to say,
Selfie.
okay, yeah, salesy, or
Right.
to be more modest and
Mm-hmm.
to say, okay, this is my product. This is relevant. Is it the best product of the universe? No. People would not understand if you do the contrary. If you say, "Ah, my product is the best of the universe," you won't find something like this. So try to be honest and how can I say? Uh, for real, your product probably can be nice, can be original, can be something unexpected, of course,
Mm-hmm.
but try to say to people, okay, I have also weaknesses, and people will thank you to to present also the reality. For instance, if you want to sell a program as a trainer, and
Mm-hmm.
you you probably have an experience or not, but even if you have experience, you always will find other trainers that will have a more experience than yours and more knowledge and more expertise. So maybe it could be a good idea to say, okay, I am who I am, I have my experience, I have my expertise. You will find lots of good trainers, but here is the details of what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to say, or the other trainers are not good, or the only place where you can find useful stuff is here. No, it's a market, and the people will buy your solution because they see you. In the market
Mm-hmm.
you walk
Mm-hmm.
in a real market. In
Right.
France, we have lots of typical and markets. So people arrive in the market, and the first stand, it's you say, oh, okay, I will buy. So uh, the only reason why this person will buy is because you were there at the good place at the good moment. So it's a lucky game,
Right.
at first. And at the end, if you the fruit, imagine you sell fruits, and your fruits are not well presented, or seems to be ugly, uh, they will go somewhere. I mean, at first it's a chance. By chance, they arrive at the right moment, at the right place to be
Mhm.
able to buy something. But if you are too salesy, too pushy, maybe they will say, "Okay, this person maybe is not the right place where I have to buy this or that." So I don't want to spend too much time, but it's a conversation. This conversation is open, will stay open. So if you are watching us right now in live or in replay, please write comments. I don't know if we can have.
I do have one to say. I do have something to say about that, Michael. When you was talking about uh, when you say your program is not the best, that would be very hard to say to me because it would be the best to my knowledge. And when you're creating a program, is to when you're creating a program, I believe it'll be to address something specific. So when you are creating a program and addressing that specific need that's in the marketplace, you want it to be the best, like you say, to your knowledge. You wanted it to be the best. The best in everything, to dress everything? Maybe not. But in this specific thing, yes. Yes, it is.
And you can be the best in the service or the product you provide, good
Mhm.
quality, but you
Mhm.
can be the best also in the attitude and all the service you can bring around the support, the
Mhm.
community, the dedication you have in long term.
Right.
Sometimes you will find people who will sell you something and say, "Oh, if there is a problem, if you want a support, please don't go and ask me." No, 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 no. So, and you have also people say, "Oh,
Right.
you have a problem. I am here to help you.
Right.
I'm dedicated on your success in long term. So
Right.
if you buy a training with me, you're not
Right.
only buying a training for 1 month. I will
Mhm.
be there for you for life." People needs
Exactly.
to to feel this amazing capacity you have to
Mhm.
bring quality and to
Mhm.
bring a relationship that is deep and real and
Mhm.
sincere.
That's right.
Yeah, I can say. So next component is present the benefits of your solution. So we spoke about presenting the that the solution is relevant,
Mhm.
but people need more and need the benefits, and maybe we can speak about the benefits on the top of the sales page. What do you think, Karen?
That's right. That's right. You got to present the benefits of your solution. You show how your solution, as we've talked about before, is different than your competitors. Is unique. It's something that's um is set it apart. And like Michael was saying before, with the Michael was saying before about qualifying your solution as relevant, is when you're talking about the services that you as an individual personally provides to your product or service or membership. You know, when you're we was just talking about what he was just talking about, where you have someone that has some uh, uh, a skill or have availability for their customers. They don't leave them once they've pressed the PayPal button or the bought the product, and then just leave them to run with it, to go and do whatever they want to with it. They provide themselves as a support, that they're there to help them to be successful. And these are just some of the benefits of the solution, and make the benefits has to be relevant to, like you Michael was saying, your promise. You want to have you want to promise the solution should be answering the questions to the promise. It should be the result of the promise that you made, like you said, at the top of the sales page.
And I would say that we can go deeper on this promise thing. I know it's not the good, but it's linked with benefits. Benefits is linked with the challenges the prospect is living. I mean, you know your prospect because you did this analysis before. You
Hmm.
know your audience, and you know the kind of situation where they are blocked. They are
Hmm.
blocked of what they have to do, what they have to accomplish in their life,
Hmm.
uh, or, or they, for instance, I have a garden. I have a garden and I have trees I have to cut every spring because if I don't do that, so I have to buy a specific tool to do that. So my problem is that I don't want a too heavy thing. So you have to know that when you sell a product or a service, it will create challenges for people. Uh, so you have to say with this product, with this service, you will be able to do that with not having to live this challenge with you will be able to do it quicker. You will
Hmm.
be able to do it uh, in a better way with more quality. For instance, another example could be software. You know that here we are doing this GLU live session within the Groove Asia community, and we have now some software called GrooveAsia software. And this software is made of lots of applications that can solve, each of these applications can solve lots of problems for entrepreneurs. So the benefits, you
Hmm.
will find the benefits behind each problem you you know your audience can be stuck with. So again, it's a conversation we can continue to have this.
Right.
Uh, you have to do what I also want to say is that benefits are so important. You don't have to put the benefits at the end. The temptation could be to say, okay, this is the features, and the features will bring you benefits. What I propose to you is to put the benefits at the top of the page and to explain the benefits by the features that you present the features after. It's my advice. If you agree with that, you can say that in the comment box.
That's good
uh,
advice. Very good advice. Very good advice. Because people want to know what is going to, how is it going to work for them? What are they going to get out of it? The features are good, but it's just telling them, and what, it has all these features, and what is that supposed to mean? When you can say, and what? And what about
Yeah,
it? And
but even if you yeah, and what? But sometimes people put in the sales page the benefits, but they put the benefits after the features.
if, hmm.
If you do this the contrary, you put the benefits and after you put the features, people will understand. I'm this kind of person who can buy a product with not even looking at the features. I don't need, if I trust the person who present me the
Hmm.
benefit, I say,
Hmm.
okay, I trust this person. It present me a product or a service with which can bring to me benefits. I trust. I buy it if I, of course, if I can,
Hmm.
if I have money for that. But I mean, I mean, I'm not this kind of person, analytical. I have a dad who is like that. When he buys something, he needs all features and he compares all features with all competitors' products, and he make a choice with all these informations. He structured by himself, he organized his uh, world of thoughts.
Hmm.
Everyone have a personal world of thoughts,
Hmm.
and people will take decision differently. We are so different people. For me, I'm an emotional person, and benefits will is enough to convince me.
Okay,
So
well, let's go to the next one.
yeah,
The last one we're going to discuss today.
yeah, breakdown.
Yeah, break down the solution as comprehensively as possible.
Yeah, yeah, it's important. You have to give details. It's that break down your solution as comprehensively as possible means you giving details. You will permit your solution to gain credibility. You you have to detail how your solution will permit your clients to obtain the benefits uh, they want, the benefits you made as a promise.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, what do you think about this component, Karen?
You present that final result when you're breaking down a solution. Present the final result, like you say. Reiterate your promise and how it's going to look like in the end. Give more information, detail what the customer will receive when they possess your product. And as we say, remember that some people are analytical and they need more information to be reassured. You know, for those people who think those things out, like you say, your dad does, like your dad does.
Yeah.
But break down the solution and make it um, beneficial. How in all and whole, how it's going to benefit your customer.
Great.
Hmm.
So, what could we say now? I mean, it's we went through first six um the first six
Points.
components.
Yep. First
And
six components.
next time we will speak about the sixth last component. So present the awesome added value of your offer. Um, if you're interested about that, please write in the comment box the word interested. Propose your offer as a must-have gift. We'll speak about challenging your prospect, if they want to work with you or don't want to work with you, or to get your products. You have to brave and take the risk on your shoulders. Show that you are available, that you can answer all questions, and already consider your prospect as premium customer.
Right.
uh, do you want to say something about next week session?
Next week, same time. I know you mentioned it'll be Friday morning. That's GMT at 10:30 GMT plus 8. That's Thursday night EST at 10:30 p.m. EST. But just to let you know that we'll be going through those six components next week in more detail.
Yeah, and remember that we are within amazing community. I know that people will watch us on replay, so please be on the chat box and writing your comments and your question and answers, because we are mentors in this community who are dedicated on your success. And as I said, we have this software called GrooveAsia software. You can, if you're curious, you don't know it, you want to buy this software or to test it for free for live, because we have an amazing plan, a free plan permitting you to use this software for one website, one blog, one um, email campaign. So you can try that and say us as comment in the Facebook group what you think. And of course, you will have lots of people, mentors, leaders, who will be dedicated to your success.
Right.
Thank you, Karen,
Until
for
next time,
yeah. Next time, introduction to copywriting, meaningful sales page,
part two.
s- part two, And I hope you will be with us. And see you next time. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye bye.